Hi, it's Liz. Welcome back and thank you for watching. I just wanted to do a little video on my planner evolution. This is the A5 Ochre Malden that I'm using for work and school. And let's just get in. Let's get into it. Well, here, first let me show you. I love the leather. I've had it since August of 2013, and it's the smooth, nice smooth leather. It's wrinkles, but it's still smooth, and she's stuffed. Here's the bottom. Here's the side. And here is the top. You can see I'm pretty simple. It's pretty full because this thing is up. And then I still have the same charms that I had put probably about the time I first got it. This little one is from Precious, Creations by Precious. She was kind enough to rack that to me. And a Keep Calm and Carry a Filofax, which I can't tell if it's focusing, but I bought this on Etsy from Shelly Belly Forever. That was really cute. Still love it. So when you go in, same old pretty much thing. Inside here, don't keep too much because I don't want it getting too bulky. I've got some note cards and such, paper clip from Walgreens when they came out last year. This was still washi tape samples that I don't honestly really use, but they're so cute. Brings a little color, and so yeah, it fits perfectly. This was just a packaging that I cut a little bit, and yeah. My husband's business cards for emergency, and these page flags from Walgreens that were like 99 cents. And then these little two girls from Precious also. They're so cute. I'm going to wait to use them for summer school because to mark off the weeks, and you'll see. I used them before. It was in my other video. So that's the same old thing. And then same stuff back here. Some 8.5 by 11 papers I folded in half. That's some work papers. This from Barnes & Noble. Some sticky flags that I don't really use. Picture from last year. And so I don't have too much, so you see it's not horribly stuffed. And I know some people hate writing on the Malden because it's floppy, but I don't really have a problem with it. And maybe it's because it's so stuffed, whatever, but it works really well for me. And so you can see it's starting to get little dents in the ring. Maybe because I have it so stuffed, but I don't mind it. It doesn't show through on this side. And it's being used. And I still have this in the front because I hated how the zipper here was going on the flyleaf from Filofax and putting little scratches on it. So, same old thing, some washi pictures. And then this, oh, so upsetting. But I don't know if you can tell the little heart details, heart and whatever this little round thing detail is on the Coletto pen, the limited edition. I think that's what it was. And I was holding my pen, carrying a box, and it got caught under the lip of the box and broke it. But I had it less than a month, and so I had a lot of ink, and I didn't want to just throw it away. So I keep it in here, and I still use it. This is the green that I used for my finances, so my paydays, bills, when bills are due, that kind of thing. So that's the same old thing. This is still the same quote from the Reflections line at Michael's. Same thing. This is from Vanessa a long time ago. Vanessa Scott Reyes, Vanny Scott. And then this one is my newest edition, which I love her because she's got black hair and big glasses like me. And my pen pal and awesome lady all around, Tina G, made it for me. Yeah, so I just put it here because she makes me happy. I was thinking about, she had offered to punch holes, but it just looks perfect just the way it is. And then maybe someday I will, but I just like it. Just like it there. So I used, yeah, this is the rub-ons that I used to put that on the, what do you call this, registration. And then this same old Filofax papers. Same color coding system that I've got right now. And then I have the month on 2 pages diary, which is my friend bought for me in when she went to London, to the store that closed down there in London, which is a bummer. I wanted to go so bad. But I put a little bit of decorations, not too much, as you can see. I used the Daiso reinforcements. These are like the month I know I'm going to use a lot, so I put them in there, and they're so stinking cute. These little market dots are simply for class assignments due. I'm not for each one, but I know I have something due for that class on that day. So I didn't put my third class in there because I got lazy, and plus I knew it was due the same day. They're all pretty much due the same day, so I never added them. I still could, but I probably won't. This one is this was from Precious 2 in that rack. And as you can see, there's not too much written here. I do write some birthdays on the side, paydays on the side. When there's no school for the girls, when there's no work for me, I wrote in the holidays, because this is a UK thing, so they don't have a lot of the US holidays. They have some. Appointments I'll put in there so that I have an overall idea of what's going on that month. I put when I work, when I'm on call. I put some stickers, some Daiso stickers for birthdays, so I can see it here, but then I write the actual name on the side there, so it doesn't get too cluttered. And so far it's working. This was an old autumn leaves sticker, and I have them throughout the calendars here. And as you can see, I've put the Daiso reinforcements on all of them. So there's some themes, others are not. They're just, you know, whatever made me happy. So I still write on the side here the week of the quarter that I'm in, just to help with planning. So I've done that for the rest of the year, and washi tape the whole year because I could. And I have the from my daughter, and these are little Daiso just top loading plastic, and I hole punch them to put them in. This is the 2014 horizontal year planner, which I did for finding out when people were on vacations and stuff. I put stickers, little Daiso stickers, and on the middle parts of the reinforcements to cover the dates, but then I couldn't really see the dates, so just kind of put that in there. So it's just good for long-term planning. Have the same one for 2015. I think my friend bought these for me when she was in London, so I think for 2016 I'm going to do, I guess, the vertical one, the one that had more lines so you could actually write more things in it. So I might do that next year. We'll see. And another little drawing from my daughter. And it's all held together by this clip, this magnetic clip from Walmart. And there's a little, like, hockey puck shaped round magnets on both sides, and they kind of move around in there, but they hold quite a bit, as you can see. So I have all those in there, and it doesn't even fall off. Still use the same glitter, what do you call these, dividers that I laminated. Some I laminated twice, and others I laminated once, like this one. So it's kind of peeling off a little bit from the middle here, the glitter, because it's thick cardstock. But the edges are doing great. So I may just run this through again. It still serves its purpose. I just don't feel like running it through another laminator again, because I have to cut out the holes again, and I just am too lazy to do all that. So I'll just go to this week. And I still have the transparency that I cut down, and as you can see, it's starting to peel off because I just cut a slit. I didn't cut out a little portion. But I fold it back, and it seems it's still sticking in there. What I did this quarter different, if you saw my other video, I was making assignment, like things I needed to read, but I'll show you in my syllabus. I did a little different this quarter. What I did do was make little post-its for books that I had on my iPad instead of buying a hard copy book. But then I put, okay, well, on this week of the school term, I have to read this. So as you can see, I could have made it a little more compact and fit more onto one thing. But it was nice because then it makes me feel better to see a little space, like, oh, I don't have to read this much every week, and it's just all, you know, psychological, but it works for me. And then on the back here, I got like some things I owe some friends some money, and I still forget to give them the money. But and at the bottom I have stuff I've ordered online and am waiting for, so I haven't made much orders. I've been pretty good because I'm saving money to buy the more expensive things in life. But you know, you do what you do. So I'm trying to be good and not buy. Plus I have so many things that I really, it could help me and the girls for years to come. So I really don't need any more. So to come to the week on 2 pages, I love this. Here's a little mochi things like the little Hawaiian girls I showed in the front. This is kind of what I did with them also for last quarter. But since it was winter quarter, I wanted to use the penguins, and they're so cute. So I love this horizontal layout. Last year I just used what came in the A5s, which is the vertical with the lines, the narrow columns. And it worked for me. I was used to that with my old planner. So this was an adjustment, but I like it. I like it a lot. So on the left side, I put appointments, when I work, meetings, that kind of thing. And sometimes I try to do it ahead of time, but sometimes I do go back and write it in just as a reminder to myself, hey, we had a staff meeting, that kind of thing. My friend and I went to the Franklin Covey store that's in Santa Ana because they're closing. It's supposed to be the end of February, but the girl was saying they don't have enough merchandise. They'll probably close it very soon. So that's really sad. There it's going to be just all online. Anyway, yeah. So things are color coded. Like work is black, generic stuff is black, blue. That was me. My little girls and I had to put it in here, even though this is a work and school one. I had to put this in here so that it reminds me, hey, I need to get my stuff done so I can have my date night with my girls. And you know, it's important to spend the time with them when they're young so that they know, hey, even though she's super busy, she still has time for us. That's all. I use regular post-it notes for my assignments, which are, as you can see, kind of color. They kind of go. I have blue. Oh, that's my husband. I have blue, orange, and pink because there is no red. And yeah, so these are when my assignments are due. And I love checking them off. I don't know if you could see. I did my assignments that are due today. Check them off, and I have to work on my presentations. But now I'm going to write in here. You know, I did a YouTube video. Here, let's see. So I go to my color. This is the one for all the colors for my family, and I am blue. So YouTube video, A5 Ochre Malden second. Setup, follow up. There we go. Done. And then I'm going to upload it, and then I'll write another thing that I uploaded it. Why? I don't know. It's not like I'm anybody or that many people watch it. Thank you to those who watch me. Anyway, okay, let's go on. So next week, I have some presentations due, and I thought about putting things in here, but I have the daily, day on a page, something like that. So I put all that stuff there. So, we'll see. So I have the whole year here because I know most people put just several months or a month or so at a time, and it makes sense. But for me, I just have issues with breaking up my calendar. It's just me. And so what I've done was, as you can tell, I washi taped the bottom of all the pages here. Is I bought these from Romans when Jennifer Reyes, My Purpley Life, did a Filofax extravaganza. My friend and I went, and they had this, which has little magnetic. So cute. So I use it for to mark the day. Where am I? So use it to mark today. And you can see it's pretty thin. Super thin. So it doesn't really hold a lot. So I had one to mark my day, and then I go, what the heck am I going to do with the rest? And not having tabs and stuff, I didn't want a lot of things sticking out. What I ended up doing, because there were 8, I think, is just using them to mark off the months. So I'll put 3 or 4 pages of the month in here. So, and you know, yeah, sometimes they fall in between, so you have a little, you know, an extra page or whatever. So that's how I see my different months or the weeks. Yeah, if I have something, you know, in July, I can just go to the July tab and so on. So I thought that was really cool. I was like, oh, look at me, being able to mark things off without having a lot of space come out. And as you can see, yeah, they're not the strongest, but they work. I like it. And then I still have some Barnes & Noble ones, these little cupcake ones. They're also just as flat, just a little bit bigger because they have the cupcake. So that's how I have my month on, or week on 2 pages there. And I have the whole year. Oh, I guess yeah, it doesn't hold too much. So they kind of come off a little bit, but you know, I don't really rifle through all the weeks all the time, so it works. I gotta fix this. Excuse me. Alright. Then I have my month on, or day on a page, and I wrote simplicity there because that's my theme of the year. Not to just buy because I want something, because I'm always gonna want something, I've realized. So I've cut back on buying post-it notes and stuff between me and the girls, and giving out to pen pals and on racks. Yeah. So what I've done is, for this, because this is new for me, is to write what things I could write in here. And then when I started the year, I found that I really don't use it too much, which is kind of bad. Most of it I just write, I go back and write, like for work. You know, during the work days or weekdays I work, I can't really write anything I do at work because I take care of patients. Yeah, HIPAA means I can't write their stuff. Plus, I don't want it ever going to court. So I do use this for school in that I have practice hours. So I write in the to-do, I just make it notes, or yeah, to-do and notes. I write how much, the length of time, what I did, that kind of stuff, so that when I write my log at the end of the quarter, or whenever I do it, I have that to refer to. I do color coding in here. I do, haha. Brown is for family, blue is for me, and then there's a different kinds of blue, so if I have a date with my hubby, I do that. He had to go to the doctor, so this is his stuff. Sometimes I put him in here, sometimes I don't. And like I said, a lot of this is reflecting back on. So I was trying to do, like, plan ahead the day before, but sometimes, you know, I work a 10-hour day, which often stretches to longer. At the end of the day, I don't want to go back. The first thing isn't, oh, what, you know, to reflect on what I did that day and write it down here. It's just not. So you can see some days I don't. And sometimes I do. You know, like if I have an appointment, I will write it as I'm sitting in the waiting room. But you can tell, so mostly it's just the practice notes, which is important. Excuse me. My friend and I, we went window shopping at Chanel and Louis Vuitton, and we were, yeah, I just wrote that because it's fun. And here is what I'm doing for next week. This is all the stuff for my seminar week in our program, so I kind of write it down. So as you can see, one class has it structured, pretty structured. The other class, not so structured. So I'm going to wait till I go there to see what I need to do. And then these, because I do have presentations and I'm not done. I haven't started them, honestly. It's bad. I know. I need to do it. I have stuff I need to work on my to-do list. And we have several things, and as you'll see later, I do have it written down, but I like having it, I like writing things down. It really helps me to remember what I need to do, or what's coming up. So that's why I like doing that for the school. But I have 3 months worth, and that's all. I was thinking of putting like Bible verses or birthdays and stuff like that, which I kind of do. I do put the birthdays and celebrations, but the Bible verse, no. I have another Malden, my Ochre Personal, that I'm using the week on 2 pages to write a Bible verse every day. And that's all I'm doing right now. What's her name? Oh goodness. Monique Smith. And then there's some numbers after her name. She is very sweet and mentioned a soap note for learning more. And I wanted to do it. I'm just not there right now. Just not there. And I know she works and goes to school and she does that. And she is an inspiration. I just can't do that right now. I'm not there yet. I hope to be. So anyway, my next section is my school section. As you can see, I bought some. I had bought these. They were on clearance at World Market. So different kinds of notepads, sticky notes, flag notes, or whatever you call them. So I put some inspirational quotes, and they are sticking really well onto the laminated surface. And this is the schedule that I have for my seminar week for the different classes and stuff. I go to work and school in for the same organization, so my work will provide some. They will pay for schooling, for a certain amount of schooling, but they do it after the quarter, after your grades are put in and stuff. So there's things that I have to do, so that's what I use this to-do list for. I don't just put regular to-dos on here. It just doesn't work for me. I just put it on post-it notes and stick it on my week on 2 pages. Anyway, so this is my 3-year program, and I just put notes, the names, first names of the teachers, and then I also put on here, I have to do this quarter, like I need to use 1 unit from work and then a couple units from school to help me with financial stuff. And then this is just the academic calendar, so I've gotten all through to till my last quarter, which will be, yay, June of 2015. And then I just need to find out once a year they give us, which will probably be in spring, when the next year's seminar dates will be. I have this little divider I made from a Hambly screen print, whatever, transparency. And I printed all my syllabus again because it's not like I go to classes every day. And so I like having this, shrunk it down so I don't have to fold a lot of papers like you saw me unfolding another paper. And I could still read it. It's like just reading a little book. And so what I've done was, for the first page of every syllabus, I put a flag note, and they all color coordinate. Oh, I can't say that word today. And what I've done differently, for example, let's see here. Last quarter, I was writing everything I had to read down, and I just couldn't do that. I mean, this was more than enough. Usually I keep that in the front of my book, but I kind of like it there. But every week I was writing all this stuff down. I was breaking it down, and there was just too much. So what I did was I made a tab for this week to bring me to the stuff I'm going to do for the upcoming week. And then I have another tab for, like, they have a page, if they have a page where all the assignment due dates are. I just made a due date one. And then this is the seminar week one, which I just printed, so I didn't write anything here, but I know that's what this is. It's what my schedule for the next. Hold on. Yes, babe. Thanks. And the grading rubric. I put some paper, the paper that comes with the Filofax, to use for notes. And then here's my next page, my next syllabus. So same thing. I have my due dates and the assignments I'm working on, and my stuff for this week. And then this is the seminar week page. And then my third class has just the this week, and I never wrote because this syllabus came late and I didn't have my pen and marker. And the marker I use is one from Daiso, and I think it was Kathy V that showed a pen that looks very similar, but instead of all black lines, and I don't have it with me, instead of all black lines, it had a red line. But I got this pen, and I can't read Japanese, but it was able to, it had a little thing in there that made it look like it was like a Sharpie type pen, and it is, and it's not smudging off, so I like that. I've heard some people complain with writing on Sharpies on slick surfaces that it comes off, so this so far hasn't, so I like that. I also have my IRB stuff that I need to work on in there, some notes, and then with my day on a page, It came with these meetings planner, and yeah, if someone uses this and has a YouTube video and could share how they use it, I'd love it. Well, not necessarily this, because that's kind of self-explanatory, but this delegation review. I don't think my project will be that big, but for work, if I ever get a position where I can do something like this, that'd be great. And I think, oh, I do have my girls' school stuff back here too. So like their calendar, for the year, when their days off and stuff. And then this, I'm not going to show because it has personal information, but like, you know, they go to public school, so every year they have to fill out the same papers, where your doctors are, blah blah blah, you know, addresses, people to work up. And I know I have my iPhone, but sometimes I just don't want to go scrolling through, and if I'm writing, sometimes the phone turns off, and you know, so just I copy them down and shrunk them down so it's easy to use for next year. And then this section here is my lists and just randomness. And I was using this before I used the personal. So I have lots of different lists and stuff here. My color coding, Filofax wish list, which is not really the same anymore, but I still keep it. Stores, that kind of thing. And then my last section is my addresses, which I can't show, but I have my classmates, my instructors, all their contact information. I'm going to show you an empty one, because one I want to do is to make one for previous employers. So when I apply for a job, or for whatever reason, sometimes they want to know who your previous employers were. Well, I have it on my phone, but you know, it'd be nice to have on hard paper something that's easy to look at, easy to refer to. So, as you can see, I haven't done that yet. I need to do that. And I still have the same thing here with the Daiso reinforcements, and I use the center pieces there these are what I use for the that fold out horizontal year planner thing. So hard to see through, but still works. And these things I cannot find anymore, and I'm too lazy to buy them online. And another thing, I have this pad here, is I've used some Hello Kitty papers instead. I haven't punched them. I want to hole punch them and use another A5 as kind of a pen pal binder. Well, sometimes I want to use it for my A5. Sometimes I want to just use a regular 3-ring binder to keep track. I'm starting to get some, maybe 5 or 6 or so pen pals, and when I was having a hard time keeping track. Is it my turn? Did they write? And you know, because sometimes I don't get a chance to answer a letter right away. Like right now I have 3. One I wrote, but I still need to put it together and stuff. But you know, with all my presentations and stuff I need to work on and keeping the household going, I haven't had a chance. So I started on this paper because I was going to use this regular paper, and I'm like, oh, I have my cute Hello Kitty paper that has lines, so I'm going to use that instead. See, so cute. So just something pretty. But I put the name of the person, and then when it came in, and when I send one out, when I send out, and so it helped me keep track of stuff. And some people use calendars and stuff. And Hello Kitty Cupcakes, she's so sweet. She made a video because apparently me and some other people were bugging her about it. But she has a really nice setup, and I was thinking of doing something along those lines. But putting I also want to put in the actual letters, like hole punch them and put them in. That's why I was thinking maybe a Filofax would be good now, but then later on, as I accumulate letters, it may not work, because I'm not going to keep buying Filofaxes because they're not cheap, you know. Even if you buy the cheaper ones, after a while it gets expensive. So I was thinking I might just use a regular binder. So that's why I haven't hole punched the ones I have yet. I still use my same pens. I love me some big pens. And yeah, they don't fit, so I just hang them off here. But yeah, that's it. So gosh, this is long. And thank you for watching, and sorry for my family, but yeah, This is a working household. So once again, thank you for watching, and I will chat with you later. Okay, bye. Oh, if you have any questions or any comments, just be kind. We all have our, differences and stuff. So yeah, if you have any constructive criticism, I appreciate it. If you have any questions and stuff, I try to answer. I try to answer just once a week or so, because I just don't want to let you think that, oh gosh, he hasn't answered. Because I know when I ask a question, I expect an answer right away. And I realize, these are real people with real lives. And, not everyone has assistants and stuff like that, like celebrities and stuff. So I know that, if you don't answer me right away, it's not anything against anyone, but you're busy. So I want you to, realize that if you do have a question, I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And, I'm by no means any expert. I'm just trying to go through life just like everyone else. So I do appreciate the comments, though. It makes me happy to see that people actually watch this stuff. Anyway, yeah, it's getting super long, so I will chat with you later. Thank you. Bye.